Okay. I guess that might be reversed. I just don't like turning the phone around with the... Get out from... Sorry. Mayberry, what are you trying to do? She was like all the way up underneath me. Right, calm down, Greycloud. I love you, though, ladybird. Okay, I was holding the book up because I haven't got the art down or even tried at all. I don't know anything about thumbnails, so I basically just I just put it up, and whatever is that shows up, it's usually just how the video begins. So I knew, because I'm going to be talking about comic books, a little bit about. First off, I'm Greycloud Sage of the Eternal Moment. I'm all kind of winging this. I'm just letting the spirit flow through me. I already started it and had 20-something minutes gone into it. Also, I'm trying to remember, I just watched a little bit of it and then I deleted it because I needed the space. So I'm trying to get some things out of the way. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed and you have watched a few other things and you like it, think about subscribing. You know, like if you're new here, and share anywhere that you're at if you like it and you think it might be either fun, like today's video is going to be a fun video, I think. And I have done these before, and I have videos, if you go in the past, of me reviewing certain comic books, promoting, or not just promoting, but actually doing I call them an overview rather than a review, because if I like it, it's an honest, anyway, this is a friend of mine's comic book, Forbidden Museum. He's got the third one, campaign will be launching soon in April. But this video is about Ethan Van Sciver. I'm not, it'll bug me, but if this is, yeah, it's going to look like that to y'all, I guess. I don't know. Who cares, Greycloud? Cyberfrog. Okay. Little by, let's go into, let's just get into the thick of it, like I did before. I can make this quick. Cyberfrog. How I discovered Ethan Van Sciver was through Gab. I had been out of comic books for so long. I always kept up with it, like with the movies, which I really did. Maybe early on, very rarely have I seen a comic book movie and stuff done very well to me. I don't know. They're done pretty well. I mean, it is, but there's, as far as really great things like that, but let's not get into that. It's about Cyberfrog, okay? And how I discovered Ethan Van Sciver. And when I first got on Gab, I wasn't on any place else. I abandoned Facebook. I had not used Twitter but one time in my life, and that was back in North Carolina. And I had my first channel, which was, I think, Greycloud, the Gift Giving Scribe. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember what the channel. Stop plugging yourself there, Greycloud. Okay, here we go. I've started already. So I discovered about Ethan over there, because at the time I do believe he wasn't. That was about probably the only place when I joined Gab, because I wasn't in any other realm other than maybe I watched YouTube. Didn't even have, I started the channel like a little while after I was already on Gab. So, but when I was on there, I'm still a member of a group there called Comics, and I check in every once in a while. But on there, they never changed it on the back, like where it says the group, the imagery for it is it's an image art by Ethan in there, and so I don't know if it was him or who, but well, actually, I do believe early on there was interaction. Because I was, that's how I discovered who Ethan was. And his channel, there was a link there in comics. There was a lot of, at the time, I was seeing a lot more about him and his projects and stuff. So that's how I met him, or I got to know him, or I got to know of him. I don't know him at all, other than a few that I watch his channel and I'm subscribed to it. I have this, and that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm doing this video because I see what's going on out there, which is a bunch of freaking crap, but it's fun too. What the crap part about it is anybody getting their asshole in a burnt spot because some people may have an actual honest critique, and maybe they don't want, like, they're just happy that you're putting, sometimes you're just happy you somebody and it's something they've wanted to do and they're doing it. Like, now, if it was someone I knew personally, like my friend Craig, even if out of respect, let's say that I did not, like, if I personally was your friend and I got it, whatever it is you put out, and I really didn't like it, or I kind of liked it, but it wasn't not. Well, let's say if it's good, it's good, and I'm going to definitely do something and say something about it. I don't want to ever, like, personally, I enjoy watching all this stuff, and I reshare a lot. And a few months back, I did kind of put something out there on the X, and a few people got a little disgruntled. I've said this one other time, but the Quaff reached out to me and said in a DM, and he said, hey, man, I noticed that some of the trolls kind of was going at you pretty hard. Just, he knew, because I was like I was starting to, like, have fun with helping them out when I'd see what's going on. And I got some people biting, and then I just was like, man, I ain't about all this, so I backed out. Like, you know what I mean? But I want to say that's genuine. Like, that, I think, was part of Comicsgate. That, I know he is, but I've backed the Legends. That's still, but he's almost done with it. Like, it's almost going, like, not far from print. I just seen that the other day. I get emails, and I follow him. Occasionally I try to reach out to him, and he reaches out. Like that time, what blew my head off. Well, I mean, it wasn't like, it was such a heartfelt thing, and that he was concerned. Like, he told me, don't let them get to you, and I was like, yeah, man, because I don't want to deal with it at all. And I realized, man, this was fun, but I don't want to go too deep. And I backed out. Like, I just was like, shit, there's enough of that going on with everybody else. I can reshare and all that. But I still, they're still going to come at you no matter what. Just the simple fact that I'm talking about Cyberfrog and Ethan Van Sciver in a positive light. Because let's get back to the story. I ordered this because I was subscribed to his channel for a long time. As soon as I discovered about Cyberfrog on Gab, I think he had, anyway. And my memory's blurred because I was drunk a lot. I was high a lot. I was doing a lot of different drugs during those first year or two that I really was on Gab all the time. And so I don't go on Gab a whole lot anymore, but I share my stuff over there. I still got my link, and I do like to interact over there because there's some cool stuff. But same as I don't go on Facebook a lot, but I do share everything. Everything I share on Facebook, it goes to Gab, it goes to X, all of that. You know how you work it. But with Cyberfrog, I'd been following. I knew I loved it. The concept, and I didn't know the concept. I knew I liked what I was seeing. And when I watched enough of Ethan's channel, like I remember early on there was more like this videos he did that was like short and stuff like that. And but then I caught a live stream or actually and I don't go and watch every one. Now I tell you, Trash Cast, I watch almost every single one if I catch it while it's got. Like I looked for it last night and I don't think it was gone because he was over at Malin's and all that. But when I ordered this, I ordered it off eBay. So there you go. No, I didn't back it. I'm finding out it was like I'm traveling back in time, dude, because I had not been into comics. Like I hadn't collected comics in years. I was just, when I was discovering him, I had just gotten back into actually buying some things. And that would be at Ollie's. I just find like stuff that interests me and I was getting it at a cheap price and I could get more of them because I was just getting back into it. And I wasn't going to buy all this new stuff. And with the crowdfunding, I wanted to know a little, and the fact that he had an eBay store and I could go there and I went and I saw that, I ordered it. And here's the story. Here's the thing that I really wanted to get to. I want to talk about the realness of that dude, that man. I'm going to tell you, him and his wife, I don't know. I think that they have some good, they've got integrity. He's not fake. So, because... man, I ordered it because I was like, man, I'll back something, but I want to know more about it before. And he had back product and I could get it hands on, and this will cover everything I needed to know up to the current way it is, because I haven't read anything that he's current. I know the storyline because I've seen I watch him all the time. So I know what the new books are about, but I'm just going to say this. When I ordered this, I kept waiting for it. And man, I'll tell you, dude, I didn't try to reach out to nobody about it not being there until like it was at least 3 weeks or more. Almost a month had gone by and I hadn't got the book, and it told me like I should have had it at least. I knew that it might, like the first... at that time, I think they were shipping a lot out. So the actual scheduled date was going to be like, it was the given date that it should be there by had I done at least 2 or 3 weeks past. And I was going on a month. I waited an entire month. And then I contacted, like I didn't know a lot about eBay really at the time, but I can't remember if I contacted them first and said, hey, I think I did. I think I just left a thing inquiring where the damn book was. I wasn't mad. I was just like, hey, I don't want I just want to know where it's at. And if it's not, like I understand. So the money was refunded, right? I didn't have the book. In less than a week, it showed up. Because it had been untrackable for at least... that's what had happened. It just went off the fucking... I couldn't even see where it was at for like 2 weeks or more. Within that month's time, I waited patiently, and then when I couldn't track it no more, I still didn't contact nobody for 2 or 3 weeks. And when I did, my refund came, but about 5 to 7 days later, this was in the mail, and on the day that I got it, I reached out through their store and just sent them a message and said, hey, all I know is I got a refund. I got a thing from eBay saying your money's coming back. This is what's happening and everything. I was like, okay. So I contacted and said to them, like, I would rather have, like, when y'all refunded it, I would have rather you just, if I'd known what was going on, I still wanted the book. And I didn't ask for a refund, actually. You know what I mean? I just wanted to know where it was at, and this is how long it had been. And so I got the book, and I reached out, and I said, hey, I have the book now. And, yeah, the money was refunded, and I don't know if it was y'all that did it, but did eBay do it or whatever? Did y'all just? I don't know how it works if you're a seller. So I was like telling them I want to give them the money. I was like, just tell me how to make sure I want to send you the $20. Can you redo it and make it where I can I can give you my information and you know. I asked like, how would I go about sending you the money? Like, you tell me how you want to do it. And the response within 24 hours, I had another email from the store. I believe that's probably his wife, because he's said times and times again that his wife takes care of a lot of this type stuff. And I mean, he's helped, but he does the art. He's writing the stories. He's helping multiple other people. And I admire that and stuff from the, like, just watching what he says and talks and everything. But like, I'm not some big like shield or something. That's not what this is about. This is about, the response was, by the next day I had an email, and it was a very nice, it said, "Thank you. It's all right. Keep the book, and we hope you enjoy it." Like, basically, I can't remember the exact wording, but it was about like that. And there was somewhere there like, "Don't worry about it. Keep it, and I hope you enjoy it." Because I'd explained that the reason I really would have read, like, I didn't know what was going on, that now that it was there, I wanted to pay for it because I knew it was the way they make, that's how he earns his living and stuff, man, you know? And like, this is the first time, it was only $20, but still I wanted to reach out and give it back. Like, hey, I got the product now. You know, it was refunded. And they said, just keep the book and don't worry about sending any money, and hope you enjoy it. And I really think that's awesome, because you know what? I realized when I did in the other video, I thought I hadn't finished this, but I've had it for a long time, and I finally did get through it. I need to go back through it. But I don't have any of the other stuff he's done. All I know about it is what I see, what he promotes, other people promote, and I'm really interested. So now that I got this out, and the reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to put my energy out there that, you know, I'm probably going to get some, if this gets seen by certain people and they actually watch it, they might come at me, and I don't give a damn, because I have a shield up, and that's the power of the spirit now, because that truthfully is what this channel is mostly about. I don't do a lot of content about comics, but I do. Okay, if you go back in the history, I had started at one point gonna at least Tuesdays and Thursdays, like one day, either day was gonna be for my action figures or something about a comic I got, whether it had been through eBay, I had, or like my friend's Craig Sawyer's Forbidden Museum, or his, you know, Mars City and Vice or whatever, and just stuff like that. At this time, I was just slowly getting things like, and I gotta say this, that these two issues, my friend, I didn't buy these, is what I'm telling you. And it's one, and I bought two, but he had sent me one, and it's got a variant cover here. Well, I'm throwing that in because this is about comics, but I think we've got the story about Ethan, and I'm not going to the video ain't all about that, but that's going to be the title or something. I don't know how I'm going to put it in there. I'm not going to, I don't know. There'd be nothing wrong with it if I put his, but I'm not trying to get clout for nothing, and I definitely probably get more. I'm just going to put it out there on X and my X and Gab. I ain't going to necessarily put this on Facebook. I don't give a shit. Nobody there is paying attention to my shit about comics. and I usually don't cuss and everything, but yeah, the channel, a lot of what you'll see is me sharing books and stuff that have helped me in my life, because I've done a lot of like seeking and wanting to know what's really there, what's real, not what you think is real, but what's real, about God and about life and about things like that. And but it's fun. This is the first time in a long time I've just done a fun video, and I think you won't see me. The only way I would make a video and tell you I didn't like somebody's something would be if it was, like if I'd paid good money for it and it was total crap, then I'm going to say it's total crap. But I don't really feel like it's much my place. I can see enough people's opinion about it. I want to share with you what I think's good. You can go find what's bad. Now, when I get a dud or something, but you know what I like? Because now I pay, this is something I'm very much interested in. It's still, I can't find that it's ever actually came out. But this is the artwork, a preview artwork for Scout Marauder, which is about scouts. And I got the sketchbook too. I didn't show this when I was trying to make the sketchbook. I did get both of those, but the actual book is still not came out. So I just haven't backed it or nothing yet, because I keep watching to see how much closer is. He's not really said until there's a definite, like, this is when we're, like, it's at print now. It'll be available, like, it's at print now, That's what I'm waiting for. It's going to the printer now. It'll be, and then shortly will be, because I had communications with him during this time that I got these through email, and he actually reached back out, and we talked a couple of different times. And that's what I want to say, it's like Ethan knows he knows the name of the channel, because he knows I've subscribed for a long time, and I have super tanted once for sure, which was $2. I didn't say anything in the chat. I just sent $2, and he said, thanks. Greycloud today, I really appreciate that. And I could tell he was sincere. He's always come across that way to me. Like, I imagine, like, that's integrity, bro. That's integrity. And if you do watch anything else I've done, all I ever do is try to present it's just what it, I'm not going to say Eric's July's crap. I'm not going to use that cliche, but you get to understanding what I'm trying to say. So this is I'm just sharing with you a positive encounter. I know that I had to communicate it on Gab with him, because that's also where I found John Delarose at the time. That's how I found out about Comicsgate. I wasn't on X or Facebook anymore. It wasn't X, and I hadn't been on Twitter in like 5 years at this point. All I was on is Facebook and maybe Instagram. I don't even think I had Instagram. But I got sick of Facebook. The only reason I'm on there now is to share my videos, and I do talk to a few people, but and I put up reels, and there's people discovering the channel through that. So it's like mainly I'm using it as a tool. I don't go there and spend a lot of time. X I enjoy, but I'm trying to limit my time there. And I'm just winging this. The Spirit's just moving through me. I'm trying to think, full disclosure type stuff. Like I'm currently backing Quaff, the Legends thing, because I'm just discovering him, like about a year ago through John Delarose's channel. And during watching their live streams and stuff. Now, I don't like that dank stream, whatever. I don't watch it hardly as much as I used to or nothing. But okay, probably a month or two ago, I was there, and I became a member of both channels, and then I went down. I'm only a member of, and it's the cheapest one I can get. But I'm on a disability check, and I'm trying to do something too. And but when I can, so I've got the Quaffs thing by itself, but I'm also backed the top grift, not top grift, but I couldn't do at the time. I just chose to do one, and I'm back in top CG or whatever. I really like the art with the Ethan's beak, you know, like Ethan Van's got in there. He got that point. He looks like the penguin almost in it. I ain't never thought about that. What I've seen so far, and and there will be more backing, but I am gonna back the. Well, I'll show receipts of what I back, and I will be backing something through. I'm gonna try to get at least. I'm gonna see if I can maybe swing. I know I can, but I got to think of what else I got to do. I try to do. I'm more responsible nowadays, but. If I can, I think I saw something there where I could get like the Blood Honey and Rick Planet both separately. I think it's like $50 or something. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can swing both. A few months ago is when I should have got those because he had some deals on the dings and things that could go for cheaper, dude. And I just didn't. At the time, I'd done backed a couple of things and I had like, I was going through some crap, you know, and I was trying to keep my channel up. I was watching them and everything. I wasn't even spending money on any other comics at the time anyway. So, but I'm being honest with you. I'm gonna see about. I'm gonna try to buy both of them through his store if I can. You know. It's just like I really would like to back John Malin, man, but I just can't. When I'm on a monthly income, and I'm not sitting here saying this crap to beg or something, and I'm not trying to sound like what's that? I don't even know who she is, but that Vicky verse thing, I've heard a dozen times. They always talking about her drawing a check and being like on food stamps and stuff, but I don't know food stamps. And I worked back in the '90s. Well, I'm not going to say it. This ain't about Greycloud. Greycloud's got to shut his mouth. You can figure out who's telling him this, but no, I ain't crazy, man. I'm just telling you. You'll see. Watch long enough. So this was a fun video. I didn't realize it'd be this long, but I'm enjoying it. And I'm glad that. I got interrupted. I was almost 20 minutes into making this video, and then I had my door open. I was waiting on a package. Let's just say I was waiting on something, and I'm glad that it happened that way because I paused. I didn't pause the recording. I got up to go get the package, and I didn't open it or nothing. But all of a sudden, within a few seconds, I was like, "Wait a minute! I should just redo this." And then I opened my package, and now I'm and I watched part of the other one I was making, so it helped me understand where I'm going with this. And I didn't know I didn't plan nothing beyond that. I just had recorded the other one, and I don't do a lot of, you know. I've never live streamed. I plan to try to live stream. I don't have a computer, dude. I'm trying to get a computer. You know, if you are watching this by any chance, if you have anything like a computer that's like old and you don't use it, reach out to me. If you want some money for it, I can buy it as long as you're not. But like if you got an affordable thing that you want to come off of, or even, you know, if you got something you're not using, and I'll pay the shipping if you don't want. Like if you don't want. You're not selling it. You're just like, hey, I got this old device. What I'm saying is, even if you got something, I'll pay the shipping if you're not wanting any more money. But if you are, you just name a price, and if I can afford it, I will. But either way, this wasn't about begging and stuff, and I'm not begging because I could have got a computer probably a long time ago. I've been told twice that. I've got actual one friend that told me, and I'm not mad about it because I didn't ask him for it. I'd rather talk to my friend Like, he just dropped all communication. And I did. It's not about that either. But the spirit just tells me, be patient. Make your videos the way. When I get a laptop and stuff, then I'll get actual internet here, and I'll start live streaming. I'll do lives and stuff like that. I'll learn that because I'm really interested in that. I want to have actual interaction with you guys that are watching this, like hands right in there. And the only way I have that is to go to people's chat, you know, and I don't do a lot of that. So I think this is long enough. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That's a little bit about me. I think that this is going to give me, look, I don't know when, but this is giving me the idea of now where I can, in a few days, after I've, continuing what I normally do with sharing like my reflections and then like just my daily life and a daily reading type thing. This will be me moving back towards at least maybe once a week talking about something like this, either comics or, action figures. I don't have anything right on hand. Well, we do have Happy Cloud there. That's my brother. That's Happy Cloud. But anyway, I'm going to end the video. This has been fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, share. Share it, please. Share it. And if you don't know, I'll end this with the word ditto. Ditto means I love you. It's in memory of a girl, Sarah, very dear to me, that passed in 2018. And that was our way of saying it. So I'm saying that now because this has been fun again. And I am Greycloud Sage of the Eternal Moment. Because this is the only moment I have. It's the only one you've got watching this right now. I've got a different moment when you're watching this. I'll be in the actual now while you're watching it. But this moment while it's recording me is the only moment I got right now. See you on the flip side. Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.